This is a battle in round 2 of the Exploit Flash tournament between BEAR Blackjack Saxon commanding Seleucid and Magma of the SITH clan commanding Pontus. So Seleucid versus Pontus in Schlacht von Nemetocenna. These are some interesting choices. We have Pontus with mercenary chosen swords, 3 mercenary Celts, 3 mercenary naked swords, Pontic Royal Cavalry, 3 Pontic Royal Cavalry on the flanks. Then we have 2 pikemen in the center, an Eastern Slinger, a Pontic Peltast, and 2 Cappadocians. For Seleucids, we have 2 Median Cavalry on each flank. Then we have a peculiar general's choice, Hellenic Cataphract General. We have Galatian Legionaries. They are superior to the chosen swords that Pontus brought. He also has a front of 4 double bronze chevron hillmen, 4 Eastern Slingers, a mercenary Syrian armored elephant, and that's it for the Seleucid. Very small army. The infantry advantage goes to Pontus, the cavalry advantage goes to Pontus. Of course, this elephant is a wild card, it could do a lot of damage. The skirmishing advantage goes to the Seleucids, but using a skirmish advantage effectively when you don't have the cavalry advantage could potentially be very difficult, and the only thing that the Seleucids have to really stop a rush from Pontus here is going to be the elephants, and the elephants could just get precursor javelin to death. They could run into pikes, or they could get hit by Pontic Peltasts. If they get hit by Pontic Peltasts, they're going to take crazy damage due to the 41 missile damage from the Pontic Peltasts. So let's see here.
Fill the skies.
Get running!
Both players moving up. Looks like both players are fairly eager to engage here. Doesn't look like Pontus is too hesitant of the mercenary Syrian armored elephants. Cappadocians chasing after the Median cavalry, and wisely pulling away here is the Seleucid. Wants to create an opening for the Indian armored. But this is very dangerous, because the Indian armored are basically running straight into precursor. Diamond formation being used to stop the mercenary Syrians. The Cappadocians are dead, and they're off the field now. But this has stopped the Indian armored. Now the Indian armored are being hit by elite javelins, and although they have gotten some very high value kills this early, they're going to start to die very, very soon, as the engagement happens all across the main line. Hillmen are going to disappear under the chosen swords. The Syrians are getting kills now, but they are also... These Cappadocians actually didn't break. They're able to get into the Indian armored elephants, and the Indian armored elephants are going to be off the field. While that is happening, on this side we have Pontic Royal Cavalry getting into Hellenic Cataphracts. We have mercenary naked swords charging into Median Cavalry. Horrible engagement for the naked swords. They're not going to like much getting charged by cavalry, but the Pontic Royal Cavalry is supporting them. Here we have a dangerous unit of Pontic Royals able to get into the skirmish line of the Seleucids. The elephants are dead now, so that's the most important Seleucid unit next to the general, just out of the battle. These mercenary naked swords are going to die to cavalry. They don't have a lot of melee attack or weapon damage against cavalry, very poor armor. Here the Eastern Slingers getting mopped up by Pontic Royal Cavalry, chased away by Cappadocian Cavalry and destroyed over here. So the center of Pontus is not looking great at the moment. We have some Median Cavalry doing very important work here against the mercenary naked swords of Pontus. Mercenary naked swords are doing a number on the Galatian Legionaries here, but with this cavalry support they're going to die. The Pontic Royal Cavalry gets destroyed by the Hellenic Cataphracts. Another charge against the naked swords. The naked swords did activate Frenzy, so their charge bonus could do a lot of damage to the Medians, but The Medians are able to pull out, actually taking quite a few casualties here against the Naked because of their activated charge bonus. Over here we have Mercenary Celts doing well in the flanks of the Galatian Legionaries. Very chaotic engagement this. Pikes pushing in against the Galatian Legionaries. They're getting attacked in the rear. There's just no way that these Galatian Legionaries are going to be able to hold against both Chosen and Pikes. We have cavalry charges coming in from both sides, but Pontus does have the stronger cavalry in this scenario. Pontic Royal Cavalry will murder Median Cavalry. We have the very depleted Hellenic Cataphract coming in. It's going to be able to clean up a few engagements if it wants to, but it probably won't survive against the Cappadocians and the Pontic Royals here. Activating Trample. This should clean up the engagement with the Mercenary Naked Swords, and indeed it does. The Pontus just has so much left. The Medians will lose to the Pontic Royals. These Medians are doing a decent enough job in the center here, but so many units able to damage the Medians. Even some pikemen are getting in and doing damage to them. These Galatian Legionaries are going to get absolutely wrecked by the charge of the Chosen Swords. So the Galatian Legionaries are holding out. The Hellenic Cataphracts are they are exhausted. I don't know why Second Wind isn't being used at this point, since he has a strategist general. Going into the rear of the Pontic Royal Cavalry General, going to damage the Pontus General a lot if the charge hits. Let's see here. Yeah, that's going to hurt. But in the center, Pontus just has more units free, stronger units free. These Pontic Royal Cavalry getting into the Medians, and that's going to just destroy this Median unit. Cappadocians, 202 kills, very dangerous units. Sort of like better heavy horse with a bit more armor and a higher melee attack stats. But the Pontic General is getting destroyed now by the Hellenic Cataphract General, so that was very important. Morale dropping a bit on the Pontus units, but overall Pontus has more left than the Seleucids at this point. Nice charge here by Cappadocians into Galatian Legionaries. These Galatian Legionaries getting wrecked by Pontic Royal Cavalry. Very nice kills on this Pontic Royal Cavalry. These Naked Swords, they're actually taking down some Hellenic Cataphracts. If these pikes turn around, the Hellenic Cataphracts are going to go bye-bye. But the Hellenic Cataphracts actually get the charge into the backs of the Chosen Swords. Getting wrapped around by these Chosen Swords though, the Hellenic Cataphracts might just die very soon. So much Pontus left on the field. These late game Pontic Royal Cavalry units are devastating against already engaged infantry. Getting into the Galatian Legionaries here, losing decisively. The Seleucid general is dead. So should see a chain rout here from the Seleucid units. And there we go. So, a Pyrrhic victory for Magma of the SITH clan. Chosen Swords, a peculiar choice for Pontus. This Pontus build is peculiar also. Two very good cavalry units here in the Pontic Royals and the Cappadocians. The infantry overall didn't do too much. Neither did the infantry of the Seleucids, and the Indian mercenary Syrian armored elephants did not get the kills they need to be effective. And that is one of the problems with the Seleucids, that while they have these great mercenary Syrian armored elephants, Seleucids lack good mid-tier infantry, which of course is fixed by bringing Galatian Legionaries. But I don't really... I mean, the problem with using these types of Seleucid builds is that you don't have really good mid-tier cavalry. You have decent mid-tier cavalry, but you don't have really good mid-tier cavalry. So maybe the Hellenic Cataphract General was brought because chariots were expected by Pontus, and certainly Pontus would have the tools to deal with the chariots as well. But just bringing these additional swords for Pontus, it turned out to work in the end. But against the Seleucids, I think Magma got a bit lucky that Blackjack sent in his mercenary Syrians to be fired upon by the Pontic Peltas, because that was a dream scenario for the Pontic Peltas. A very impatient use of the elephants there by Blackjack. But anyway, strength and honor. Magma advances to the next round in the tournament.